The months have now turned into years and you're beginning to feel like you'll never find the one that's right for you. Don't give up hope just yet. Today I'm going to share with you 5 simple things you can do to better your chances of finding the one that's right for you. Hey, it's your girl Anna. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, thanks for tuning in. Here we discuss stuff about dating, love and relationships, lifestyle, stuff like that. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. For some people, being single is actually a bad feeling. They feel slighted, they feel less than worthy, but that's really not the case. Sometimes you're just single at this point in time of your life, and that is where you need to be right now. In other cases, there are things you need to sort out before you're ready to receive a relationship, a fulfilling relationship at that. So being single is not a death sentence, really. It's not a detriment as many people view it. It is a place where you can use that time to prepare yourself to receive a loving partner who you can share your life with, in essence. So today I'm going to share with you 5 things that you can do to better your chances of finding that special someone. So one of the first things you want to do if you're single is to prepare your life to receive that partner, because how you're living right now as a single person might not be accommodating to a full-blown relationship. So take stock of how your surroundings are. What is it you do on a daily basis? Can another person fit into that equation? So being ready to receive is very important, and many times we lament, oh, we're single, we have nobody, but we haven't really postured our life to receive somebody into our life. Stop and think, okay, if I have a partner now, how will they fit into how things are? My daily routine, will they find it overbearing? Will they find room? Will they have space to be in a loving relationship with me at this point in time? So being a single person, use that time to prepare yourself, be ready to receive. Another thing, you have to prepare your mind, because you might also feel a little depressed about the situation. You're alone, you feel like nobody wants you. That mindset does not attract another person. And remember, you don't want to give off this energy of desperation. So if you're in a case where you're not feeling your best self mentally, work on that first. Work on the inner man and also on the outer person. So the whole package of being prepared to receive is, it's a 360 job, where you're gonna work on how you look, yes, but more importantly, how you are inwardly. Shed a lot of that baggage that you're carrying right now, because you don't want to carry that baggage into a new relationship. So being ready to receive is a lot of work. Look at your finances. A lot of times the financial state of a relationship can cause it to fall apart. So look at your financial situation. Do you need this other person to get by? Can you carry on your own? What about sharing roles and responsibilities financially? Are you prepared for something like that? So stop and think of what a relationship entails, what is required, and then look at your life. Are you truly in a place to receive that relationship? Are you really ready? Yes, you are single, you don't like being single, but you're sure you're ready for a relationship? So use the time at this point to prepare yourself. Be in a state of readiness. If you're not ready and you jump into a relationship, the relationship is going to fail and you're going to end up back at square one, which is being single. So instead of rushing along, it's better to take the time to prepare your life. The mindset, believe as well that you will receive that relationship. Don't be hopeless. Don't stay in that state of mind. That negative energy just brings more negative things towards you. So position your mindset that, okay, yes, I believe that I'm worthy of a loving partner. There's someone out there right for me. There's someone looking for me right now. They just haven't found me yet, or maybe my life is not in a place where I can receive that person. Once you start to do that, things will start falling into place. Avenues, doors will open that you didn't think would open before for you, where a relationship is concerned. So don't believe because you're single you're not being pursued. It might be a case where the person that might be interested in you is just looking at how things are in your life and say, okay, I can't deal with how things are in her life right now, so let me stay away. That could be the case. So be in a place where you're ready to receive that relationship. Another thing you need to do is set standards. You can't just transition from being single into a relationship just like that. You need to know what you want. What is it you require from somebody? you have to know what that is before you end up in a relationship with them. You can't, this is not something you want to find out while you're in the process of being in that relationship, because you're just gonna fumble and things are just gonna fall apart in the process. So set your standards up front. Have your non-negotiables. What is it you're looking for in a partner? And if out of desperation you find somebody not measuring up to that, you might be tempted to just jump into a relationship with that person. Resist that urge, right? Take the time to set the standards. This is what I want in a partner. Nobody knows you more than you know yourself, right? If you're being honest with yourself. So look at yourself, know who you are, and say, okay, based on who I am, this is the kind of person I need to be with. And set those standards, and don't think that your standards are far-fetched where you will never meet somebody that can meet those standards. Believe me, there are billions of people on the planet, but even in your own small circle, there is someone that can meet those standards. What you want to do is ensure that your standards are realistic, because nobody's perfect. So you can have your non-negotiables, but you have to have a list of things that you're willing to compromise on with another person. So when you're going through the dating process, you're factoring all these things in mind. You know what your standards are, and you're looking to see whether or not the person measures up to those standards. So that's kind of what I mean when I say set the standards, right? Be honest about them, be true to yourself, right? Don't say, okay, I'm going to set a standard where I know if I'm more relaxed about this, and maybe land a partner, and then you feel the stress now of having to live up to somebody else's standards. So don't put yourself in that position. Set your own standards and allow the person coming in to meet those standards. Yes, they can change as you go through the dating process. You might realize that this might not be a standard that you want to continue with. Drop it and change it. It's all flexible. But don't go in blind. Set a few standards up front. Okay, this one might be easier said than done, but it is necessary. You need to try new things. If you've been doing the same thing over and over and you're getting nowhere, you still can't land a man, you need to try something new, right? For example, have you ever tried online dating? We're in a pandemic right now, so most things are virtual, you know. Have you ever tried dating online, or you're still waiting to pick up some random guy at the bar, or you're out with your friends and you're hoping someone sees you? You can't just stay in a state where you're hoping that someone comes and find you. Some of your actions have to be deliberate. So you don't want to be single anymore, you have to take deliberate action to get out of that state. Put yourself out there, you know, build a profile, try, you know, have fun while you're dating. Don't be too rigid like, oh my gosh, I just need to not be single anymore. Don't be like that. Just relax and enjoy the process. You're going to try new things, and dating online is a definite one, because that's where we are right now. You can choose to date online in the country you're living in, or you can choose to date online globally. Come on, you know, you don't have to limit yourself. So put yourself out there. It might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but there are resources that can help you, you know, along that path. So online dating is one way. Another way to maybe land a partner is where you might have friends who have good people around them. You know, they're in good social circles. If you're a shy person, go to your friend and be honest. Say, you know, I'm really looking for someone, you know, I'm tired of being single. Just letting you know off the bat that if you know of anybody that you think might be a good match for me, I'm open to dating that person, you know. You can go ahead and share my contact information. Sometimes your friends see you hurting, but they don't know how to help you because they're not sure you're open. So be open. Go to your friends and be honest and say, listen to me, I'm tired of being single. If you know anybody, put me on to that person. And you never know, that might be the avenue that brings you to your lifelong partner. But because you are just reserved about it, shy about it, just sitting by the side waiting for someone to come along, yes, that can work in some cases, but more often than not, you have to be deliberate in your own actions. So while you're doing the work that you're supposed to do, your partner is out there doing the work that they need to do to find the right person. So once the two of you come together, there's synergy. So don't worry about it and don't be shy about it, because part of the dating game is that you have to be bolder than you naturally are. You have to put yourself out there. Yeah, so even the types of dates you go on may need to be expanded. You know, yes, you have the regular going to a restaurant, going to eat, you know, dinner, dining. Yeah, we get that. But you need to be open to exploring new types of dates, because that is where you'll widen the range of and the type of men you can meet. You know, not every guy you meet is gonna be okay. I want my first date to be dinner and a movie or whatever, which definitely not movies, by the way, for first date, guys. But some men might want to go on a date that's more adventurous, and if you're not open to that, you lose out on a partner like that, you know. And it could be that that person is right for you. Yes, you might be an introvert, you don't like doing a lot of activity or anything too physical, but maybe him opening that side of you could show you other things about the person that makes them compatible with you. You understand? So be open, expand your range a bit in terms of the types of dates, the type of men you date, and all of that. And that's all part of the dating process. But of course, one thing that's following you along the way are the standards that you set up front. Okay, so last but not least is be patient. We've all been there. The single game thing, it feels like it's long, it feels like it's never ending. But believe me, there is an end to it. Don't worry, right? God never designed you to be alone. There is somebody out there for you. So just be patient, because if you're not patient, you might end up in the wrong situation out of haste. Don't succumb to peer pressure. Don't look at what other people are doing and okay, everybody have a man and I'm still single. Or you might feel that you even look better than somebody and they are not single and you are still single. Don't think like that. There's somebody out there for everybody, but you need to be patient, because haste make waste, right? So just be patient. You're going along, and if you're patient, that comes across in your mannerism in terms of how you're dealing with somebody that's pursuing you. If you're desperate and agitated and we need to do this, no, we need to, well, okay, it's been 3 months, what is this? You need to define this. Is this not a relationship? If you start to take that approach with people, it's going to turn people off, and they'd rather run in the opposite direction than move forward with you. So being patient is important, because it affects your mood, it affects everything. If you have this kind of anxiety, it filters over into everything you do, and it also screams desperation. So be patient while you wait for that special someone. So yeah, those are the 5 things I think that you should start on today to more, to better your chances of meeting that someone. And don't believe that these are the foolproof ways. There are a ton of other ways to improve on your dating life, but these 5 are simple things you can start with now. And once you're doing these things right, chances are you will land the perfect one for you. You're looking for someone that's right for you, someone that's compatible with who you are, so once you carry these things out, there are many other things you could be doing to secure a partner, etc. And that's why we're here. That's why I'm here taking you through the different steps in the dating game. But start with these 5 simple things, right? Check yourself on each of them, be honest with yourself, and expand yourself. Open up more, and you will see more opportunities presenting themselves before you. All right? So thanks for tuning in, and before you go, I hope you have already hit the subscribe button. If you haven't done that, please go ahead and do that. And I'm asking you, please like this video, share it with your friends and family. Also share in the comments below. Let me know what your views are, what are your opinions. We all can learn from each other. So go ahead and share in the comments below. And lastly, before you go, be sure to check out another video. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.